Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am again. And where do I go from here? I was talking to a lady this morning, and I asked if she listened to the Republican presentation last night about why they want to be president or be in the government again. And they said they heard a little bit of Mrs. Trump, and when she started talking about trusting her husband, he was honest and a good man, then she was ready to click the set because of a man who was out there cheating on her, paying somebody else to hide it, all the other things that you know. It just seems despicable. Well, me, myself, I didn't listen to it because I've heard it all. And I know that Trump represents pure evil. And all of his supporters are supporting evil. Now, they don't know it. Trump knows it. Trump's supporters do not know it. They do not know that Trump is evil. And they are giving life to evil. Now, we are saying constantly on social media and all of the shows, we're talking about things that's going on. We're complaining about the problem. We're frustrated and we're complaining about the problem. But we view very few presentations, talk shows or television shows, talking about solutions, talking about what must be done and done now. We don't hear people talking about things that are different than the stuff that has failed. For instance, I know that I have spoken and I've invited myself on every talk show, every media show I could possibly get myself on, and I haven't been successful at any of them. And what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about peace between all of the people. I want to tell the people the truth. I want them to know, I want people to know that Trump is evil. I want them to understand that what they desire is the same thing that those that they direct their frustrations at desire. And that the powers that truly run the universe and all of us has made it possible for all of us to have our desires. I'll explain that to them, how that really works. I'll explain to them that there are no people anywhere on the face of the earth or any place else that I know of that is above with more power than any of you, or any less power than any of you. We're all connected to the source that we can't see, that lives within us. And that source is love, that generates through us, through our gifts and our talents. We engage ourselves in the process of all the things that takes place on earth, that takes place in the world. And we do it for the benefit of God revealing all that God is about to us, through us. Now that's simple enough. That's simple enough. You don't have to lie, don't have to cheat, don't have to steal, don't have to tear gas, don't have to be shooting rubber bullets at people. People don't have to be protesting. People don't have to be stealing. No crime, no terror, no violence. None of that stuff going on. See, all of that is a result of evil. That stuff exists in the world today because of evil. And evil is empowered by everybody on earth that is not trying to stop it, that is not trying to stop evil. And that basically means by not going along with it. See, if you're going along with it, you might be complaining and fussing. But if you're going along with it, it negates everything you really say. It negates every little thing that you try to do. Why? Because regardless of what you say, regardless of little menial actions that you're taking, reality is that you survive by engaging yourself in the process that is evil. Now that involves everybody on earth. Everybody on earth. Those who are well aware of what's going on, and those of us who are just as ignorant as a dead tree leaf. The reality of it is, however, is that power that we can't see, can't touch, can't feel will reach down on one of those dead tree leaves and breathe back into that dead tree leaf life. And that dead tree leaf will walk back amongst all of the other dead tree leaves, exhibiting what true life is all about, truth to power, for the sole purpose to give evidence that there is a power superior to the power that you've given your life to, the power that you sold your soul to because they threatened to kill you. You know that ultimate thing is You stand up against government ultimately. And unless you're willing to stand up to it, ultimately, you're not going to get anything anyway. Not anything that's real. But you know, ultimately, if you stand up, they will kill you. And so that is what you're trying to protect. You're trying to really protect your life by not going out there doing things that will help you get to speed it up. And the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, is that in your ignorance, you have not known that the door to life is the opening and closing of the door of death. So what it basically means is that in order to live, you got to die. Now, what kind of life you live is determined by what you die from or what you die because of.